Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Dr. Stefania. Thank you so much for finding me here. This is your weekly uplift message. I am an intuitive medium, spiritual mentor. And if you enjoy these messages in my channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really makes me feel happy, and it lets me know that the content that is moving through me for you resonates with you and is helping you align with your divine source energy. And so it is. All right. So I was not able to jump on last week. I had a terrible head cold, full disclosure, and working with my third eye, it's not really it's not easy to do my work when your third eye is congested. So anyway, here I am. Thanks for your patience. Back on track with the content. And as we move through this energy, let us just pause and take a nice deep breath. Hand on heart, solar plexus. As I anchor into my center and the divine light that I am made of, connect with me now and let it resonate within you as I recognize the Christed light that you are made of. May these beautiful messages of love and light inspire you to shed anything heavy, anything that you no longer need, to help you shine into your highest, beautiful, and divine frequency. So as we move through this week, we have this big lunar eclipse in Scorpio, and a lot of the astrologers have been talking about this energy. I've definitely been feeling this energy, very intense energy in the body. Really good week to make sure it's always good to be in tune with your body. The body knows everything. Greatest machine ever made, right? Being in tune with your body and listening to the body this week more than you normally do, taking extra care to nurture the human body temple. Get some extra rest this week. There's a lot of energy. So, with the full moon has the energy to pull the ocean up 8, 10, 20 feet. It has the ability, as we're all made of water, to rise, to stir things up. And there's a very stirring energy this week, okay? So as I was connecting in, I was making loads of notes as I was in meditation before jumping on. I was seeing this little child running through a field carrying balloons, a little girl carrying balloons, and just carefree and having the most amazing day. Just glorious, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then I was reminded, as I was seeing that vision, that I grew up in Canada, so an iconic musical legend, Gordon Lightfoot, passed away this morning. And it reminded me of when I was a little girl. It reminded me of this vision. It was something that I completely forgot about, but it came back into my consciousness, into the forefront of my consciousness, riding in the back seat of my grandfather's huge Cadillac and listening to Gordon Lightfoot, and sitting in the back watching my grandparents, just be in the zone with Gordon, and me listening to the music, and then and I remember like 150 cars behind us, like one after the other, because he was a really slow driver. And so beautiful memory. Like, it just took me right back into that energy of being a little girl and listening to Gordon Lightfoot with my grandparents in the car, and they were just grooving to this amazing music. And so why am I telling this story? I'm definitely feeling in this lunar eclipse energy that we're all being asked to reflect upon the inner core childhood programming and wounding that we may have received. So my memory was a beautiful one. That doesn't mean that that I'm immune and that I didn't have childhood core programming. We all did. So in this energy of the eclipse, you may be reminiscing, not coincidentally, not coincidentally at all, we've got Mercury in retrograde. So you may be thinking and ruminating upon past experiences things that have occurred, and they're coming up from deep within the emotional body and rising up into your consciousness. And they're coming up because the eclipse is wanting, the universe is wanting you to look at that core programming, take blinders off, and heal any wounding. You know, you see, and I see this all the time in my with clients, that history repeats itself. You know, you end up subconsciously choosing partners in your adult life that reflect your inner core childhood programming. And so in this energy, we want to nurture that inner child. We want to change the story that was implanted upon us, and redirect that energy into one of light consciousness, one of healing. So you're being asked to look at I'm looking at my notes, looking at that childhood core programming, and really take it to heart. Don't be hard on yourself, because, you know, like I said, history repeats itself. So when you have something that's been implanted in you subconsciously, you end up manifesting this energy throughout your life. It's not the easiest thing in the world to heal, right? But I do feel for many of you, if this is resonating, that you will be coming into this energy where you really are done, and you're very consciously aware of the things that are no longer working. By the way, that's my little kitty cat, Ella Bella, my little sweetheart. She's my little psychic third eye. So inner child. So do things that make you feel playful when you're nurturing your inner child. One of the things I like to do is I like to sing to myself. If I feel any of that energy coming up, of where I feel like I might not be good enough, or I'm, you know, I'm feeling a lack, or I'm feeling this surge of that inner core programming come up, I like to sing to myself sweet nothings, you know, because the greatest love that you can have is the love that you have with yourself. When you are in love with you, and you really come into this place where you like yourself, and you know you're a good person, and you're vibing high, you attract people who are working at the same frequency. So you're healing that inner childhood wounding. So really strong call for you to look at that and to nurture the inner child. And, you know, if you feel called, you can also reach out to me for a private session. I do a lot of work around healing that inner core childhood programming, and helping you align with your highest timeline, your highest divine source energy, to help you live your most successful and amazing life. Okay, so do things that make you feel playful, you know, going to the playground and taking a ride on a swing set, doing things, spending time with your kids, doing things that really are in the present moment, and being present in the moment, and enjoying each and every sacred moment for what it is. Because when we meet each moment with bliss, with peace, with the presence and grace, we signal the future with that energy, and then we then go forth creating and magnetizing to us the life that it is that we want to live. Okay, so that was coming in really strong. I do feel I was getting this channeled message that trust in divine detours. So oftentimes when we get fixated on something, and we think there should be an outcome, and we think it should be this way, or we're afraid to make a change, because we don't want to hurt someone, or there are many things. I really am getting it. Oftentimes eclipses do bring sudden life changes. So I do feel for some of you there could be a big offer. I was picking up this offer, this change, this really sudden change that shifts the course in your direction, and you're like, what? But remember, when these things happen, and it takes us off of what we thought, it actually allows us to change our focus, because divine detours are called divine detours for a reason, because it's part of your divine alignment and destiny. So there's this energy for some of you, I feel, where there's an offer coming in. It could be a new job, meeting the love of your life. Like it's something like that, where it feels like it's really course correcting you. Okay. And so, and I said this at the beginning, make sure you watch out for your health, taking extra care for your health this week, during the lunar eclipse energy. So we're just going to bring a few messages for you to help you align with your highest timeline during this energy. And I was feeling called to pull my little animal spirit deck. I love animals. I'm a big animal person. Oh, ooh, you see clearly now, the owl. I've been seeing owls. So funny. I've been seeing owls all week. Owls are very psychic. You know, you see them, they're kind of mystical and, you know, mysterious, and the owl perching on the tree just staring at you. This is you rising into your third eye and seeing things. So I feel like after this eclipse, there's a clarity that's coming in for you, but I definitely feel maybe connected to this inner child work, turning knowledge into wisdom. So I've said this before, that there are certain things that can never be found in common logic. They can only be found in the cosmic mind of God, the cosmic mind of Source, which is the higher mind, the higher wisdom that you are made of. So I feel like there's clarity. There's revelation coming after the hop of this eclipse, and there is always enough. This is my card of abundance. There is always enough. You are enough. You are worthy. You are amazing. You're a miracle. You're miraculous. This is the energy of the divine. This is your true frequency. This is the spiritual body. This is the energy that you are made of. So get excited about the future forward. Okay? A few little angel messages for you. It's lunchtime here, and the construction across the street is finally quiet, so I can sneak in and do my readings while they're quiet. Emerging. Yay! I feel like this is about you balancing. That's going to fall, but the balance card just came out. Emerging and balancing. Emerging from maybe this part of you that felt like you weren't worthy, right? Because we just pulled earlier, there's always enough. You are enough, right? So you're emerging from the shadow. And remember, remember what I said, you signal the future by being present in the moment, by being in the energy of the divine. So when you're in that energy of peace, and you put that energy forward, you're bringing that back to you 100-fold and then some. Okay? So a couple cards from the tarot for this week's uplift message, King of Swords. Yeah, King of Swords is all about you being really clear about the pathway forward. And this is, look, there's the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck, ships coming in. So I feel like, you know, once we get through this eclipse, the closer we move to the middle of May, there's definitely this energy of greater clarity, understanding of the path forward. And, you know, I said earlier, if you remember, I said there's an offer. And I do feel like ships coming in is to validate what I was feeling around that offer. Okay? So I'm sending you all so much love and light. As you go forth during this week, just be really kind to yourself. Remember, you are amazing. You've got this. And don't forget to click and like this video and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And I'm sending you all so much love and compassion. And I'll speak to you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.